They rose in a world that tried to silence them. They trusted God and His promise. God moved through their obedience, and history was never the same. These are the women He called. This is the story of Queen Esther, the courage behind the crown.
I was a queen, but approaching the king without permission meant death. If I stayed silent, my people would die. If I spoke, I might not survive. For such a time as this, I chose courage. My name is Esther, but once, that was not the name people knew me by. Before the crown, before the palace, before history remembered me, I was just a girl trying not to be noticed. I was raised by my cousin Mordecai. He used to say to me,
Esther, the world is not always kind to those who are seen.
So I learned to stay quiet, to listen, to survive. We were Jews living in exile, foreigners in the vast empire of Persia. We lived carefully, we prayed quietly, and we hid who we were. Everything changed the night the former queen disappeared. The palace buzzed with whispers. Queen Vashti, beautiful, powerful, had refused the king's command. I remember a servant saying,
"She said no to the king."
That single word, no, cost her the crown. And I remember thinking, if a queen can fall for speaking her mind, what chance does a girl like me have? Soon after, royal officers came through the land.
The king seeks a new bride!
I didn't volunteer. I didn't dream of it. But dreams don't ask permission. When I was taken into the palace, Mordecai whispered urgently to me,
Do not tell anyone you are a Jew. Promise me.
I nodded. Silence had always kept me safe. Inside the palace, everything glittered. Gold floors, perfumed halls, endless feasts. Yet I felt smaller than ever. The other women talked about winning the king's favor. I prayed for something else. God, help me remain myself, even here. When the king finally looked at me, he smiled, and just like that, a crown was placed on my head. I was Queen Esther, but my greatest test was still ahead. One day, as I walked through the gardens, Mordecai sent word to me.
Esther, I overheard 2 guards plotting to kill the king.
I reported it immediately. My lord, this was revealed to me by Mordecai. The guards were arrested. The king was saved. The event was written in the royal records, then forgotten. At least, that's what we thought. And then entered Haman, powerful, proud, dangerous. He demanded everyone bow before him, everyone except Mordecai.
Bow before me! I will bow to God alone.
Haman's rage grew like fire, but it wasn't enough to punish one man. He planned to destroy all my people. A decree was signed, a date was chosen, our death was legalized, and I was the queen. Mordecai sent me a message, his words burning through my fear.
Esther, do not think you will escape just because you live in the palace.
I replied, trembling. Anyone who approaches the king uninvited is put to death. Then came the words that changed everything.
Who knows whether you have come to the kingdom for such a time as this?
For the first time, I understood. The crown was not my protection. It was my calling. I sent word back. Gather our people, fast for me. I will go to the king. And if I perish, I perish. The throne room was silent. My heart thundered louder than footsteps. I stepped forward, uninvited. The king looked up. Time stopped. Then, he raised his golden scepter.
What troubles you, Queen Esther?
I was alive. I didn't accuse Haman right away. Instead, I invited the king and Haman to a banquet. Then another. Haman was delighted.
The queen herself honors me!
That very night, something unexpected happened. The king couldn't sleep. He ordered the royal records read aloud, and suddenly, the king sat up.
Mordecai once saved the king from assassination.
What was done to honor him?
By morning, everything had shifted. At the final banquet, the king asked me,
What is your request, Queen Esther? It shall be granted.
My voice steadied. My life and the life of my people has been sold for destruction.
Who would dare do this?
I looked straight at him. This wicked man, Haman. Silence, then fury. Haman fell into the very trap he had built. The decree was reversed. My people were saved. I never lifted a sword. I never led an army. I simply stepped forward when it mattered most. If you feel unseen, if you feel afraid, if you wonder whether your voice matters, remember this: you are not where you are by accident. You are here for such a time as this. One brave choice can change history. One voice can save a nation.
If this story moved you, like, share, and subscribe. And remember, you are where you are for such a time as this.